Honestly, I think maybe feels like, and really in reality probably is, you're going budget to budget, and it's not a well-reasoned, should we do? It's a, what can we get away with? I think a lot of the problems we've seen is when politicians do things that look like they're in isolation and targeted at special groups. So winter fuel payments, what happened there? Pensioners felt targeted. IHT on farmers, what happened there? Farmers felt targeted. The recent welfare reforms, disabled people felt targeted. And it all felt very specific and very targeted at a specific group. And there was no real sense of what's the sunny uplands here? What's the vision? So if instead, and this is kind of what we do at IFS in some sense, it's what would a good tax system look like? And what would it deliver for lots of people? Why would having a tax system that didn't stop you moving house or didn't have horrible effects on work incentives or investments, what would that give to us as a country? And we can all buy into that, kind of wouldn't that be great? I think if you win that argument, then you can start to say, okay, we got to get there. Let's start. And just to take, you could take any example of this, but take the driving one. Obviously, if you slap a whacking great tax on a car that you thought had zero tax in it overnight, you're going to upset people. What you could absolutely do is say, over the next 10 years, we're going to introduce a tax that's £5 today. It's going to become some number in 10 years' time. It's a very clear path. And everyone knows that path and it becomes the normal. And on day one, it's not so bad, actually. And it's part of some bigger vision. And you feel like it's being done for a reason that's good for the country and not just I scrabbled around the back of the Treasury sofa and it was all a bit difficult and you guys were the ones that were going to scream least, or I could find some money here, I'm doing that. So I think we shouldn't be too it's difficult. Of course, life's difficult. We still keep living, right? So I think getting to the moon was difficult. We got to the moon. So I think we shouldn't be too much it's difficult, therefore don't bother. I think we should explain to people and get politicians to explain what is their big vision? What is the government's vision for how we should tax income in general and as people age? So, what's the vision of where we're trying to get to? I think if you had that, and people might see a step as something towards something better, rather than what honestly I think maybe feels like, and really in reality probably is, you're going budget to budget, and it's not a well-reasoned, should we do? It's a, what can we get away with?